Welcome to Patty's Corner. Come on in and stay a while. Healthy choices, great conversation, smart shopping tips, and finding foods that fit. Small steps every single day, that's Patty's Corner.
Hello, it's Saturday, July 4th. Happy 4th of July. We did two big picnics. We had one yesterday, and then we had one again today at the community center. So we just got back from that, and the food on both of them was unbelievable. But they didn't have corn on the cob. Can't believe it. Neither one of them had corn on the cob. The first one had corn in a big container, like a big serving tray, but no corn on the cob. So I was a little disappointed with that because I love corn on the cob. So anyway, if you're new here, this is Patty's Corner, and I tell you some tips that I have found with my change of dieting or lifestyle or trying to get healthier. One thing people have asked me quite a few times is what do you guys eat in the process of the day? So I'm going to go over what we eat in the process of the day. Now, when I say fruits and vegetables, I have to tell you I do eat organic, which is a lot. It's not that expensive, okay? Nowadays, I don't like if I have watermelon, I don't have organic watermelon. There's a lot of people say save the outside, and I'll tell you why they say that, because they make a juice out of it, which is very high in, I forgot what it was high in, maybe potassium or something. So you can do that, but I don't do that. I throw it away. But anyway, so basically, I'm going to tell you what we have. Now for breakfast, if we eat breakfast, that's a big if. We don't eat bread no more. We have totally, now yesterday we did have a little bun, and today we had a bun, but normally we don't eat bread. We have done away with bread because I found my body can't digest the gluten. Oh, I'm sorry, I do this every time. The gluten in the bread, so I don't eat it anymore. I try not to eat it. It doesn't mean that you can't eat it, but eat it in moderation, or eat it in some kind of different ways of eating bread. I mean, there's I used to eat sourdough bread, and it was good, but I liked it and everything, but it was kind of hard to it was hard to get used to. Because it had a different taste to it, but it's good. It's very good for you. But I just like I said, I think it was bread in. They have some bread recipes that are really not made with wheat. I mean with flour, and I'm gonna try them because they look pretty good. There's only like 2 or 3 ingredients in it. So maybe when I make them, I'll give you the recipe for them. I'm looking for, I made a breakfast one time, and it was really good, but I thought I could find it, and it's nowhere to be found. It's one of those deals, if you look for something long enough, you might find it. Okay, this is it might be here somewhere. Just give me a second here. Okay. This is what we have for breakfast. I usually have either 2 eggs scrambled, because I cannot eat my eggs without bread. So I usually have them scrambled. So that's basically it, and a slice of bacon. Now, we get the apple, I forgot what it's called. It's 100% organic, and it's 100% healthier for you. and you get, I forget the name of it, apple something. It's in my freezer right now. Anyway, it's better for you. So I do have one slice of bacon if I have an egg, if I have 2 eggs. I don't do protein shakes. I should do them, but I don't. I don't know why, I just don't do them. So if I have breakfast, I may not eat lunch, or if I do eat lunch, or I have a snack. My snacks consist of some watermelon. What I usually do is cut up the watermelon and put it in a bowl, and maybe have 5 to 10 pieces of watermelon. It's okay how hungry I am. If I have 5 pieces of watermelon, I have a banana. And if I have a banana, then I have 4 grapes or something like that for lunch, if I eat breakfast. If I don't eat breakfast, I eat, okay, let's go with the one day. So I ate my breakfast, 2 eggs scrambled, 1 piece of bacon. I have 6 ounces of orange juice. Now I have Uncle Matt's. Now everybody's going to say Uncle Matt's is expensive. Yeah, it's $7.99 for, I think it's 32 ounces. And yes, you can get Simply Orange or Florida's Natural and all that. For it, theirs is like for 64 ounces, it's $6.99. So for $1 more, you get organic orange juice. And I'm going to tell you, it tastes totally different each time. When the oranges are in, it has a nice sweet taste to it. When the oranges are out of season, you're going to get a different taste because they use the oranges as it goes. Now, if I don't have orange juice, I'll have a glass of organic apple juice or organic apple cider. So I do have 6 ounces of that kind of juice. I was drinking grape, but it spiked my blood sugar. So, you know, I'm like, okay, do I really want to spike my blood sugars? If I'm having eggs, I'll take the grape because that way it doesn't spike it so much. Because the egg is a protein and so on. So then I take my pills and my supplements after I eat breakfast. And then usually we do physical exercise after we eat, 1 hour after we eat. So, you know, we either I go to physical therapy, so I either do physical therapy or we exercise, somehow exercise, like clean the house, sweep the floor, do something like that. I don't do any wild exercises. Then I take my supplements. Then I put in my journey what I've eaten for breakfast. And then I go to a mid-afternoon snack. Now, mid-afternoon snack could be celery, a piece of celery. I buy the organic celery. It's $1 more than the regular celery, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's better for you. So we have celery. Sometimes Richard will have a carrot stick, a couple carrot sticks or something like that. And then, and if I have eggs, I really don't eat anything unless it's maybe an apple or something like that. It's nothing. That's what I have for a mid-morning snack. Then lunchtime, if I have lunch or breakfast, I don't usually have a big lunch. I usually have, I'll make myself soup, or I'll make a salad or something like that. Now the salads, I do different lettuces. I do iceberg, romaine, all that. So I make a nice salad. I put onions in it. I put tomatoes in it. I put cucumbers in it. I put, if the radishes are cheap enough, I put radishes in it. Cucumbers are getting expensive too. So if they're cheap enough, I put cucumbers in. Cucumbers are out of this world. And bell peppers are very expensive right now too. They're like 89 cents for one, which I remember that was the price for the whole pound. So sometimes I put a bell pepper in. I go, splurge and get a bell pepper. So sometimes I put red onions in, sometimes regular onions. Right now they got sweet onions for sale, so I might buy a bag of sweet onions and put them in. They have dried beets, so I put dried beets on it. Then I put, they also have dry dry carrots and stuff like that, and I'll put that on there. It's just make sure you read the beets and the dry carrots, because sometimes they have a lot of sugar in them, so you have to read the label. So I make sure the label, isn't that full of sweetness. So then after lunch, I do have a mid-afternoon lunch or snack. That consists of something like, let's see, the ice cream we made. It's two scoops of that ice cream, and I gotta make more ice cream because they have a nice banana flavor one, so I'd like to try that one. So ice cream or piece of fruit or um, we buy those natural snacks. They're like a little bar like this big, and they have nuts and peanut butter and stuff like that on it, and they're pretty tasty. So have one of them. Then dinner time, what we do is we do a 9-inch plate, and what we do is we like a steak. If you have a steak and it's yay big, we cut it in half, and it's usually about 2 ounces of meat because it's like 2 to 4 ounces. Men can have 4 ounces. Women should only have about 2 to 3 ounces of meat, of protein. So we have the protein in our meat. Then we either have the one whole side of the 9-inch plate is filled with greens, like a vegetable like broccoli. I eat broccoli now, and I never did before. Broccoli or Brussels sprouts or something like. Brussels sprouts are very good if you put some extra virgin olive oil on it. Now you gotta be careful of, they're mixing it with all different countries, organs. Make sure it comes from one, like Spain, or just make sure this comes from one organ. And we get ours from Aldi's, and it's so far it's been only one. So then we have that, and then we have one starch. Lately we've had egg noodles, or we'll have a little small potato, sweet potato, or something like that. So that's what we have for dinner. Now we don't eat. We were never taught to eat after dinner. Mom, once you ate your dinner, and we used to eat at 6 o'clock, you never ate after that. So it was very hard for me because, like, as a diabetic, you're supposed to have a little snack, so your sugars don't go up during the night or down too bad. So I have a very hard time doing that. I do not snack. Dinner time is the only time I'll have some kind of juice. Lunchtime I drink water most of the time, 99% of the time. For dinner I have some kind of juice. Mostly apple juice. I find it's not spiking my sugars so much. So, but you have to see what's best for you. I have organic apple juice, and Mutt's makes very good organic apple juice. It's just plain apples. So that's when apple cider was around, I used to have apple cider, but I don't anymore. And that's basically what I do all week long. I like I'll go off. I'll eat breakfast or I'll eat lunch. I never eat breakfast and lunch anymore. I just eat one or the other. But when I don't skip a meal, the meal I don't eat, what I consider don't eat, I eat fruit. Like I said, in the morning I'll have 10 pieces of watermelon, or I'll have an apple, or I'll have a banana and apple, or I'll have 15 grapes, or something that I know is going to keep me balanced with my blood sugar and keep me on tune. And then lunchtime I'll have we had made homemade soup, and let me give you the recipe for that, because that was pretty good. I don't have ice cream or anything like that anymore. The other day I did have a candy bar. I didn't have low blood sugar. I just felt like I wanted a candy bar, and I tried to walk it off, and I tried to walk it off, and it was like it wasn't going away. So I said, you know what? I'll get myself a small candy bar. Not, a small one, like that big. It wasn't that big. It was just a small one. I had it in the refrigerator. It was what was it called? It wasn't even a brand name. It was from Aldi's, and it was like a Reese's bar, and they're actually pretty good. Those from Aldi's. I really do like their that candy from them, but I don't overindulge. Yesterday, some lady made uh, can- candy covered pretzels. I had one, and it was okay. I mean, it was okay for me because I haven't eaten anything like that. But my blood sugars did. Would you believe my blood sugars did not spike yesterday? But today, after I had a little stress after I had lunch today, and my blood sugar spiked to 180 or 190. So but that's not really high. Oh, I also put in my salad green cabbage. You cut it up. It's really tasty. You got to get a taste for it, but it's tasty. I also have a recipe in here that I want to make. It's stuffed cabbage, and it's made just like peppers. But cabbage is a lot cheaper. I can buy a head of cabbage for like $3 or $4, and that lasts me almost a whole month. You can just chop it up for your salads. You can make like a cabbage soup. You can make so much with cabbage, and it's really good for you. It's like sauerkraut. It helps the gut. It's really gut friendly. So I try to eat cabbage at least 3 times a week. So here is what I wanted to share with you guys. It's called chicken vegetable soup with rice. Okay, so it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to prepare, and it takes 50 minutes to cook. What it is you put a teaspoon of. Now, I don't do the sesame oil. I don't put sesame oil. What I did, I put a teaspoon of olive oil in it. So if you want to put sesame oil in, you can. It's an anti-inflammatory, and I cannot tolerate the pain with my back. So I use olive oil, a tablespoon of it. Then 1 small carrot diced. You can cheat and use frozen carrots as long as they're organic. They do sell them, or Aldi sells them. And then two stalks of celery diced. 1 small onion diced. If you have one of those dicing machines, I had one. I don't know if I threw it out or where it is, but I used to have one. They dice the food really good if you can get one of them cheap, like at a rummage sale or thrift store or yard sale. 2 organic skinless chicken breasts in the bone. Now, you don't have to get them in the bone, but they say that because they're cheaper if you get them in the bone, but you really don't have to. They can be boneless. It's up to you. I always do the boneless because you're gonna cut them in small. You're gonna dice them into small, like that size pieces. A tablespoon of sea salt, a pinch of black pepper, 2 cups of green cabbage sliced thin. I cut it lengthwise. I don't chop it. I just cut it, slice it lengthwise. 1 bay leaf, a teaspoon of dry sage, a teaspoon of dried thyme, and 6 cups of water. And then two teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of long grain brown rice rinse, and 1/4 cup of fresh parsley chopped. And you heat the oil in a large soup pan on medium heat. Add the carrots, celery, and onions, and saute until the onions are transparent. Push the vegetables into a small pot. Put the vegetables into a small pot. Layer the chicken breast in the center, and sprinkle it with salt and pepper. Surge for a few minutes on each side. Stir the vegetables back around the chicken. Add the cabbage, bay leaf, herbs, water, and cider vinegar. Bring to a boil, then turn down the heat and simmer for 30 minutes until chicken is cooked thoroughly. Remove the chicken from the pot. Bring to a boil and add the rice. Reduce to a medium, cover, and cook for another 10 minutes until rice is tender. Meanwhile, pull the chicken meat off from the bones. When the rice is cooked, add the chicken back into the soup, adjust the seasoning, add the parsley, and serve. That's why I say you can get the boneless chicken, and that's how I do it. I cheat with the boneless chicken, and I also cheat with the frozen carrots. And you can add other vegetables to this. You can add mixed vegetables. You can add, you can do your own thing with this. It's very tasty. It's only 187 calories. And then it's carbs, it's 15.9 grams. Fiber is 1.4 grams. Protein is 19.5 grams. Fat is 4.5 grams. Cholesterol is 49 mgs. Sodium is 377 mgs. And that's it. So it's very good. We had that for lunch one day, and I didn't want to. I really didn't want dinner, so we didn't skip dinner. We just had something light. Maybe we had 2 eggs, and sometimes I do have pancakes, and I use the maple syrup. The maple syrup, surprisingly, regular maple syrup, not artificial, the real thing, does not spike my blood sugars as high as I thought it was going to. It spikes at maybe 5 points. That's it. Not like wow, like regular, like the sugar syrup they do, like Aunt Jemima. Well, it's not Aunt Jemima no more. Pearls, but Mrs. Butterworth. It's all artificial sugar, so of course it's going to spike the sugar. Here's another soup which I haven't tried yet. It's called garden vegetable soup of pinto beans. You add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, a half small onion chopped, 1 tablespoon of garlic minced, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon of celery, and crime seed. Going back to the onion. Well, no, that's okay. Then 2 stalks of celery sliced, 1 small carrot diced, 1 turnip peeled and diced, 2 cups kale or collard greens chopped, 1 large tomato chopped. Now you can do, they have canned tomato dices, you can do that. It works out the same way. One 15-ounce can of pinto beans. Make sure you drain the pinto beans. 1 cup fresh or frozen corn, 5 cups of water. Then it's 2 tablespoons of fresh barley or 2 teaspoons of dry barley. Salt and pepper for taste. Sprinkle some balsamic vinegar or lemon juice in it. In a large soup pan, you're going to heat the oil over a medium heat. Saute the onions and garlic till they sweat. Add the tomato paste, stir to coat the onions. Add the celery, then add the carrots and the turnips. Simmer for a few minutes till soft. Add the greens, the tomato, simmer for a minute, then add salt. Add the pinto beans with their liquid. Oh, they tell you to keep the liquid. With their liquid, corn, water, and basil. Bring to a boil, then turn to a low heat. Simmer for 15 minutes. Add salt and pepper for taste. A sprinkle of balsamic vinegar or lemon juice. Now this has got 340 calories. Carbs is 55.9 grams. Fiber is 13.3 grams. Protein is 17.6 grams. Fat is 6.0 grams. Cholesterol is 0. Sodium is 200 milligrams. And that's it. And they are very tasty. So I don't think they're. Oh, you know what I had the other day, and I just saw it here. We made egg salad lettuce wraps. Instead of using bread, we wrapped the egg salad in iceberg lettuce, and it was delicious. It was just like you eating, egg salad on a sandwich. It was good. So there are some of the ideas we do, and like I said, the meat we buy 100% organic, 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and yes, it's a little bit more expensive. Go to Aldi's, it's a lot cheaper, and they have very good meat there. They have the chopped meat, which is still the cheapest around the organic grass-fed, grass-finished. They also have ribeye steaks. They also have all different kinds of meat that you want. The only thing I don't buy there is their chicken. I cannot buy their chicken there. So I usually go to Earth Fare, and I buy my chicken there. I buy the organic chicken. The other day it was kind of tough from there, so but I'm still gonna buy my chicken there because it's organic, and the chicken are free range. And my eggs, I buy free range eggs. I don't skimp on my eggs. I sometimes get them from a lady that I know that'll give me her eggs. But right now her hens are not laying, so it's kind of like, okay, what do? You have to go get eggs. So I go buy. I make sure they're free range, and they're kind of organic and stuff like that. So I don't skip on that stuff. I make sure that stuff is organic, because it's really not good for you not to go organic. I put on the new Dextrum G7. I kind of love it right now. It's only been a couple hours. The only thing I don't like about it, it took 60 minutes to warm up, but after it warmed up, every 5 minutes it gives you a reading on your phone. It goes ding ding, and it gives you a reading. I love it right now. You can take a picture of your food. Like I'm at the picnic today. Take a picture of my food. It tells you how many carbs are in that food. The only problem I don't like with it, and maybe they're going to change it a little bit, it won't convert over to your app. So you have to take the picture. It gives you the amount of carbs that's in it. On the bottom, you got to type in how many carbs you're eating that day. It's simple. It's easy. The app is very easy to use. It's very friendly. It's also, you can use your app on your phone, and you can use the reader together. So say you shut your phone off for whatever reason, you can still use your reader, and the reader will still tell you every 5 minutes what your blood sugar is. It's excellent. It's an excellent. It also tell your A1C, what your A1C is for the ongoing weeks or months. So it's really good. I really do like it. I wish the Freestar Libre did something like that, but it doesn't. So I will let you know. And Medicare pays for both. Don't let them tell you that it doesn't. Medicare does pay for both. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I hope I've cleared up what we eat. I will try to make some soups in the future, so you can see what we eat. Maybe I'll try to make a smoothie and show you how, what you consist of. I do eat Greek yogurt. I got some in the refrigerator right now. Just make sure it's the milk. It's whole milk, and it's pasteurized, and it's grass-fed cows that are giving you the milk. I do drink some milk during the day, not every day, but I do drink milk. I'm trying to think of what else we do. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables right now. I eat a lot of vegetables raw, and I use them for my snacks. I eat a lot of fruit now, which I never did before. And if you're into smoothies, you can buy frozen frozen fruit, and you can put it in, because they have like a berry mix or whatever, and you can get them at Aldi's. They're quite reasonable. Aldi's is not paying for this as an ad, but I'm trying to save you guys money, and so you guys can eat healthier, and you can't say, oh, it's organic, it's more money. I wouldn't go with Aldi's with their fruits and their fresh fruit, and it seems to go bad. I haven't found anyone that, we live in Florida, so it's very humid. I don't know if the humidity does it or what, but you gotta be very careful where you buy your fruits and vegetables. I was thinking about going to the farmer's market and see how that is. That's on Saturday next week. So maybe Richard and I will take you there. Richard will film it and put it up, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say so long because I went too long. And God bless and see you on Tuesday. I hope this helped. Bye.